Hi, I'm Joanna Young, owner of Evergreen Antiques and True Vintage. We offer a selection of antiques and vintage clothing. Welcome to Maryland Avenue. Evergreen Antiques has been on Maryland Avenue since 2001, so it's actually the longest running antique shop in historic Annapolis. I took it over in 2016. We do get to go out and travel and hunt and pick for things sometimes, but the nice thing about Evergreen, having been here for almost 20 years, is the town knows about us. People call us if they're downsizing, if they're moving, and since this is a Navy town, people have lived all over the world, so we get things from Japan in the 1950s and people living in the Southwest or Germany, and really diverse collections that kind of come to us, so we're very lucky. My mom had antique shops when I was growing up. Actually, at this time in the early 90s, Evergreen was a multi-dealer, and my mom was one of the dealers here in the shop, and she was in West Annapolis and on the Eastern Shore, so we kind of grew up going all around, picking and hunting for things. We're very excited to have this Georgian tall case clock here in the shop. It was made by William Hall around 1720 and was owned by the Viscount Folkestone, who was a parliamentarian in the later half of the 18th century. And it's got a beautiful inscription with the provenance sort of inside the door there. It was collected by a clock restorer and collector, so it's in beautiful working condition, and it's almost 300 years old. One of our older pieces of clothing we have in the shop currently is an 1890s outfit that came to us from Colorado. It was owned by a silver miners family, so they had quite a lot of money and quite fine things to wear, and it's just been beautifully preserved these 130 years. This was a very exciting collection that we got in. It had been collected by a family in Newport, Rhode Island, who diligently would go down to the post office and purchase one of these as they came out. They were propaganda posters meant to raise morale and also raise money during World War II. We've heard of loose lips sink ships, but this one is loose talk can cost lives. It was a series of 12 put out by the British and American Ambulance Corps, and each is done by a different graphic artist of the time. And a favorite is definitely Sailor Beware, and this kind of bombshell lady is tempting the sailor to give up his secrets. Again, this is part of the fun of things coming to us from the town. This is a painting done on a silk scarf, actually, that was made for a local family that was doing business in France, in Paris, in the mid-1960s. So it's a really great example of kind of that mid-century modern look, and just so colorful and dynamic, and we're excited to have that in the shop. We love having a mix of eras and styles, and it's always good to have a pop of color.